All right, well, why should one read the Gulag Archipelago by Aleksandr Solzhenitsyn? It's one of the greatest works of the 20th century. This year marks the 50th anniversary of its publication in English, so it's a great time to revisit a work by a great author. Answering this question is really easy. First of all, Solzhenitsyn is one of the greatest men and writers of the 20th century. He's a wonderful novelist. He almost single-handedly stood up to one of the most monstrous tyrannies in human history. So it's worth knowing more about this man and this writer. This particular book is probably the most important work of the 20th century. It made believing in sort of orthodox communism in France almost impossible after its publication, and it really weakened people's attachment to communism worldwide. So just as a singular work, very few other works can claim to have the impact on history that this particular book had. And then finally, if you combine the greatness of the man with the greatness of this particular work, you put those together and you get this confrontation with one of the greatest political phenomenons, probably the greatest political phenomenon of the 20th century, totalitarianism in general and communism in particular. Unfortunately, also, we now know that totalitarianism and communism are not things of the past, despite the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. The totalitarian temptation is very much still with us. And so meditating on the eternal themes of the Gulag Archipelago is something that all interested citizens and concerned friends of democracy should do. And so in that sense, the work has a kind of timeless quality, in addition to being such an important document of 20th century history.